Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Ricknineg. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be looking at another I Love Lucy episode. Specifically, we're going to be focusing on 5 special episodes. I guess they could be called very different names, but I just call them the absent episodes. These are the episodes in which Lucy, quote unquote, is absent. Why? Well, because she was taking care of herself after she gave birth to Desi Jr., even though I Love Lucy the show had to continue. So let me get into the details of what these episodes do and why they're so special. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, guys and gals, if you enjoy, and subscribe for more content. Let's get right to it. If you're interested in knowing why Lucy's pregnancy was so controversial on television, you should go ahead and take a look at my Pregnancy Fact or Fiction episode, in which I go into this in detail. Let's look at how Lucy, before she went into temporary retirement, had the baby and then had to be off of work to nurse the baby and of course recover from the act of giving birth itself. She mostly stayed at the couple's Chatsworth ranch. However, Desi, Viv, and Bill went back to work as usual. They filmed various short flashback sequences that would be introduced into all the episodes that would air from January 26th through mid-April. Now I'm going to cover the 5 episodes here. Those are Sales Resistance, Inferiority Complex, the Club Election, The Black Eye, and Lucy Changes Her Mind. But also remember that there were 7 repeats from the first season that were used to fill in the blanks when needed. I won't be covering those 7 repeats, however I will look at the others in detail. In the bit of flashback footage, the Ricardo baby was mentioned in each of the 5 episodes. Now we have to begin with the episode Lucy Goes to the Hospital. This is the 51st episode of the I Love Lucy series, and of course we know that the baby is due at any moment. Ricky and the Mertzes carefully rehearse the trip to the hospital. However, when the fateful moment comes, things don't go really smoothly. When they eventually get to the hospital, Lucy stays in labor for a while, and she finally has the baby. Now I'm going to put this chart up for your benefit so that you guys can see this. Feel free to pause the video at any time to look at this in detail, but I just want to show you how you can see on the rightmost the air date, and then on the dates just left to that you see when they were filmed. And so this is very important because we see Lucy Goes to the Hospital was filmed on November 14th, 1952. However, the episode actually aired all the way in January 1953, which was the actual day when Desi Jr. was born. Now the 5 absent episodes, as I will call them, take a look at when they were filmed. They were filmed between August all the way through September 1952. This was even before Lucy Goes to the Hospital was filmed, and they were doing this in anticipation for Lucy's absence. They knew this was going to happen, and later on they would just air them right when the baby was born, because of course they didn't know the exact time and date. And so they aired them from January 26th all the way through March 30th. Now Sales Resistance is one of my favorites of the 5 absent episodes. Ricky insists that Lucy return the useless handy-dandy kitchen helper she bought from an ad on TV, but the smooth-talking salesman just sold her a handy-dandy vacuum cleaner in its place. So Ricky and Fred take charge in returning the item, only to find that they have even less sales resistance than Lucy. Now we have 2 great actors, both in supporting roles. We have Sheldon Leonard as the smooth as silk salesman, as well as Verna Felton as, herself, an angry, upset woman. She seems to play the same character in I Love Lucy. Don't forget that she's also the same woman who plays the maid in a later on episode. Now, do you recognize that background, guys and gals? This set, this is the Ricardo's bedroom. It was doubled, being used for Verna Felton's apartment, but that's pretty cool. If you want to see more about this, I have a video on sets. I have a few videos. Hopefully you can enjoy them as well. The next episode is called Inferiority Complex, and in my opinion, it is the weakest of the 5. A handsome, according to the story psychiatrist, might be the cure for Lucy's inferiority complex. His name is Gerald Moore, and he guest stars as Dr. Moreland, also Chuck Stewart. In my opinion, not the greatest, but it was in there, and I guess it was a quick episode that they could make with not a lot of writing that went into it. So the next episode, the club election, was an interesting one because we have Lucy and the girls meet up for a pretty nice little election meeting, and you see Lucy and Ethel basically duke it out to see who's going to become the club president. What I didn't like about this episode was the end where the boys were trying to fight over Ruth Knickerbocker's vote, ending up where that was not really her. I don't know, to me it was a weak ending and I didn't like it that much. Now the black eye, again, is one of my favorites among these 5. It's great to see that the Mertzes won't accept Lucy's truthful explanation of how she got a black eye. At the end, all 4 characters get a black eye, and it's great. One of my favorite moments is seeing Fred at the florist shop, where he mistakenly sends flowers to Lucy in his name instead of Ricky's name.
Eternally yours, Fred. Fred? Fred!
And here it is. Lucy changes her mind. Lucy is unable to finish anything without changing her mind. Ricky loses his temper, and so Lucy tries to play a trick with an old unfinished love letter. However, I love this supporting role from Frank Nelson as the blind quote-unquote waiter, how they change back and forth. That's one of my favorite scenes in all of I Love Lucy, that specific scene. The moment at the end with her old boyfriend was alright, but I think this Frank Nelson part is so great. Well, thank you so much, guys and gals, for watching these Absent Lucy episodes. Now, again, the reason why I call them absent is because they were made in Lucy's absence. Of course, she is in the episodes because they were recorded earlier. So I just wanted to clear that up. Thank you so much, guys and gals, for watching. Don't forget to give this video, like I said, a big thumbs up. It does help out my channel. You are awesome. And don't forget, most importantly, be hopeful.